we have upgraded. We have upgraded the studio space. Welcome. I'm really eager to see how the lighting goes. I'm in front of a window. I have my ring light. I have candy. It's kind of old candy, so we're going to see. Also, this chair on the carpet is like really not a vibe. I might get one of those little plastic things like my grandparents had. Quarter Life Crisis, thanks for subscribing. Oh, I need to check Twitter because we were just chatting about my fucking technology problems. I don't know what the problem is. I really don't. I can't figure it out. Oh, these are good. These are old, but they're still good. These are literally like months old. Isn't that disgusting? Look at my new cup. Can you guys hear me okay? Look at my new cup. I love this cup. Isn't it nice? Also, I got the perfect sticker for it. It's just turning into like a mukbang. I got the perfect sticker for it. It's the Black Panther Party sticker. I think it's really going to be a conversation starter in the office. I kind of want to turn this guy a little bit. There we go. Do you guys like the new space? Chat is broken. Perfect. We are starting off strong. Do you guys like the new space? Do you like our new house? Do you like your new room, Timmy? New background? Yeah. Hey, what the fuck is up, y'all? New background. We fucking upgraded. I just bit the inside of my mouth. That hurt really bad. Have you read your Spill the Tea form lately? God, that hurts so bad. Yes, that's what we're doing tonight. It was going through the Spill the Tea form. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. But yeah. Homegirl moved out. Moved up on out of here. And it's the first. Is it blurry for anyone else or just me? What does the tapestry behind you say? This is the note from Jersey Shore. And Mike is here. Y'all didn't think I was going to forget about Mike. Y'all didn't think I would forget Mike. I would never. Could never. Could never forget Mike. Oh my god, TJ Jones. I had Chili's the other day because of your TikTok, first time in 10 years. But them Crispies best. They're so fucking good. Anyone who says they don't like Chili's they just have a complex. Like they just have a complex. Like they really do. I love Jersey Shore in the current episodes. Curse you 28. Congrats on No More Bad Roommate. On a completely unrelated note, I have such a bad parasocial relationship in this community. Why is it bad? I thought we were having a good time. I kind of want this closer to me. That's better. That's the better spot. I've never been to Chili's. What do I order? Honey Chipotle Chicken Crispers or the Chicken Bacon Ranch Quesadilla. I like their soup. Their chicken tortilla soup. That's good. I also like some of their salads. Like they have a buffalo chicken salad. No blue cheese. Triple Dipper. Triple Dipper is what I think I'm going to get tomorrow. This is pretty good. This is a Vizzy Mimosa Hard Seltzer. Pineapple Orange. Not sponsored. I get no sponsorships. I really don't understand it. Damn, she going in on the menu. I know the fucking Chili's menu. Like the back of my hand. Their kids' menu pizza smacks. I've never had it. Tomorrow is Chili's Day. No, Wednesday is Chili's Day. But I don't know if I'm going to do Chili's Day or not. I think I will. I thought about doing pizza day, but I don't know. Chili's has rewards on the app. I'm glad I gave you guys good Chili's advice. Crab mommy. I have contacts in, so that's why I'm like a little fucked up right now. Like I'm trying to read the chat, but I have contacts in. You know what I mean? I don't have the Chili's app. Oh, this is caramel. I should not have broken that. I should have the Chili's app, but I never go. I go on Uber Eats. Because that Chili's is always crowded as fuck and there's always a wait. And I'm not going to wait to eat at Chili's, you know what I mean? Like, I love Chili's, but I'm not waiting. No. Because if I want Chili's, this chocolate is not very good. If I want Chili's, that means I am ravenous. Absolutely feral. Ravenous if I want Chili's. So I'm not waiting. Has anyone had issues with the McDonald's app? Another app I should have. I love McDonald's. McDonald's is great. Damn, I'm really chugging that back. I think I'm just thirsty. Okay. Let me, catch up in the chat a little bit. Also, Quarter Life Crisis has been subscribed for 5 months. Thank you. Thank you, Quarter Life Crisis, for supporting me in my dreams. My app keeps crashing. McDonald's app is crashing. I repeat, the McDonald's app is crashing. Y'all know I applied for a job at McDonald's and I got rejected from it. I really did. I got rejected from a job at McDonald's. Not recently, yes, recently. In January, when I was looking for jobs, I applied for a job at McDonald's. Hold on. Sorry. I don't know how to work my phone. I applied for a job at McDonald's. It was a training job at McDonald's where basically you worked on the team that made those little videos and the little training modules when you get hired. That was the job. And I would have been so fucking good at it. I literally would have been so good at it. You got Mick rejected. I did. And I took it hard. I took that rejection hard because that's my dream job. I'd be phenomenal at it. They missed out on a great candidate and they didn't even interview me. And I literally, that was one of the only jobs I wrote a cover letter for. All the other ones, I didn't submit a cover letter. But that job, I was I am so passionate about this. I was I have loved your product my entire life. All the slander against you, I have risen above it. I love you. I stand for you. I ride by you. It was more professional than that, obviously. Well, not really. And they rejected me. And I was how could you? I literally poured out my heart and soul. I poured out my heart and soul on that paper. And you reject me? I'm nothing? Not even a phone call. Not even a phone call. I'm going to get McDonald's tonight. I'm in the mood for it. I've been hungry lately. I should be hungry. And I'd be snacking. I don't have food at my house right now. I need to go to the grocery store. McDonald's fries are the best fries out here. Exactly. You know who has really good fries, though? Is Checkers, or Rallies, it's called in some parts of the United States. How cosmopolitan I am. I know the dialects. I fucking love Checkers fries. Those are good. And Checkers fries, if you buy them frozen and put them in the air fryer, they're really good. They don't taste like regular oven fries. They're better. I love them. Also, Aldi has really good fries. Dairy Queen fries slap. I don't love Dairy Queen fries. They're too potato-y for me. I'm feral whenever I get the frozen bag. Oh my god. So the other day I was at McDonald's and I went inside McDonald's because this was so embarrassing. But I was trying to go to a vape store and it was closed because it was too early in the morning, which is the most me thing ever. And so I was whatever, I'm just going to walk inside the McDonald's because I wanted a Dr. Pepper and the line for the drive-thru was long as fuck. So I was I'll just walk in and get it. So I'm standing in the McDonald's waiting to, it was a shit show. McDonald's is always a shit show. So it took forever. But I was waiting for my Dr. Pepper and I see the girl making the fries in the back and I really wanted to walk up to her. They didn't have it blocked off or anything and I wanted to walk up and be teach me your craft. I want to learn the process and I want to see the vision. I want to see how this gets done and I'm admiring you. You're bringing so much joy, as she was shoving those giant bags into this metal contraption that I didn't know what the metal contraption was. I was is that a fryer? Is it chopping them? Is it seasoning them? What's happening right now? I don't know what that is. I really do not know what that is. Because it was it wasn't a fryer, because fryers have liquid. I know what a fryer looks like. Well, I know what some fryers look like. It could be a fryer. It was tall, and she was putting it in the top, and that just doesn't seem logical to be a fryer. But I could be wrong. I don't know what they're doing, because McDonald's does their own thing. McDonald's makes all their own equipment and has it patented and shit like that. So I really could be wrong. Do you see how I would be great at that job? Just to circle back. they really missed out. Could you imagine any other candidate talking about this in this way and like really genuinely wanting to know? I can't imagine it. Their loss. Exactly. 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 Can I get some feedback on like the lighting, the audio? How's it going? We're in a completely different room. We have a completely different setup. I just want to hear how we're doing. I have a fridge next to me. It's all sleigh. Perfect. Great. Is it like better than before or this the same as before? I want my hat. Set design is slaying. Thank you. I was excited about the set design. I need to stop procrastinating and submit my education horror story. You do. Audio is good. Sound is better. Okay, I was thinking sound was going to be better. New set is working so far. I was thinking sound is going to be better because I'm in a much smaller room and it has like, I don't know, I just feel like there's less echo in this. Lighting good, not blurry anymore. Literally have the same length in this. Okay, so literally I have a lengthy list. Y'all need to be submitting these. Like... the principal cowgirl hat. I love this hat. We had a Western day at school when I was a teacher, and I bought this, and everyone was like, "Are you joking?" And I was like, "No." I don't think the room is as bright anymore, but it's because you're not so close to the wall. Yeah, I think that's true. Also, I don't have the lights in here on, but I have the ring light on me. But you can tell it's like shadowy. We'll see. I can always get up and turn the lights on. I'm the worst at focusing. I forgot this was happening while it was open. Do you like spiders? I'm terrified of spiders. Why would you say that? And it's a first time chat, giant spiders. Actually, I'm not nearly as terrified of spiders as I am of snakes. Because a spider, I can do it. Like, it's scary, but I can do it. Like, I can kill it. I can handle it. I got it. Pretty much of most sizes I can handle. I don't like it, but I can do it. Because a little bug, I don't give a fuck. Give me a shoe. I'll kill it. I don't care. But spiders, I'm like, But snakes? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. One time when I was a lifeguard, I threatened to call the police because of a snake. Can I send a clip of a spider movie? I'm good on that, but I appreciate the intel. When I was a lifeguard, there was like a water slide at the place where I was a lifeguard, and it like went down a hill kind of, so it had like pine straw next to it. And sometimes snakes would get like, this is the slide. Like the kids go through here and the pine straw's right here. The snakes would lay like underneath the slide because it was warm, I guess, from like the water. Are you going to talk about the assassination of Al-Qaeda's leader? I'm very ignorant on world politics. Forgive me. But anyway, back to my snake story. So I found a snake in there, and so I called the manager of like the region, and I was like, "Hey King, I just found a snake, so you need to come here right now." And he was like, "No, it's fine. Just take one of those shovels and like pick it up and throw it over the fence," because there was like a pond like across this fence, like over the fence, you know? And I was like, "Yeah, no, I make minimum wage, so I will not be doing that." I was like, "These are your two choices. You can either arrive here within the next 30 minutes, and I know exactly how big your region is, so I know you are not more than 30 minutes away, provided you're doing your job. You can get here within 30 minutes to deal with this, or I will call 911. I was like, those are the choices. Because, and when 911 says, "Why didn't you just call your manager?" I'm going to say, I did, and he abandoned me. And so I called 911, and I was like, I'm a 15-year-old girl. Whose side do you think they're going to take? Whose side are they going to take in this? And he was like, "Are you really being like this right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, Trent, I am. I am being like this right now. So you're going to come and get the snake." And he did. He got there in about 15, 20 minutes. He got a shovel, picked up the snake, threw it over the fence. And I was like, "Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. You can go back to smoking pot in your car now." Every story you tell about your childhood / being a teenager, I become more convinced you could take over the world and people would say thank you. Y'all need to not gas me up or else I'm going to turn into like a cult leader. Trent was cool vibes though. I will say I respect Trent because when I was 16, I applied to be the manager. And he was like, "Why did you apply to be the manager? You're 16. And I was like, "I'm dreaming big, Trent." Like, what the fuck you mean? How'd you become a regional manager? You applied to be a manager and then you got promoted. And he was like, "All right." He literally said, "All right, I can fuck with that." And then while I was on the lifeguard stand lifeguarding, He interviewed me. Assistant to the research manager. He interviewed me while I was literally in a bikini. And like, I don't even remember what he asked me. And I remember being like, this interview's not going well based on what he asked me. And then we never talked about it again. And I never brought it up because it was not a good interview. But I could tell he fucked with me for trying. This candy is good. The chocolate's not good. But the gummy candy is good. We've been here for 15 minutes and we haven't even started. I'll gladly join your cult. This is what I'm saying. Y'all gotta stop saying stuff like that to me. I'm gonna fuck around and do it for real. Okay. So, today, we have a couple stories, and really, like, a disturbing proportion of them. I'd say thank you for taking over the world. A disturbing portion of our stories today involve men just being god, awful creatures. Being so bad. So bad. And that's the theme for today. So the first thing we have is from Katie, an update on the terrible band man. Do we get an update on Bush Guy? Yeah, we get an update on, if I think you're talking about Tumbleweed Guy. Not Mr. Tumbleweed. Yeah, we have a lot. Anyone have experiences with lash lifts? I trust you guys. Yeah, so before I started getting Miss Extension's Queen Girl, I got lash lifts and tints on the reg. I did that for about a year, actually. Wow. Like on and off. I went to 2 different places, had a positive experience at both. One of them, it burned my eyes when they rinsed it off, but only for a second. And that one actually lasted a lot longer and was all natural. She said it was henna, so I guess that's why I burned my eyes. But anyway, go somewhere that has good reviews. Like, to me, a lash lint anything with your lashes, extensions, lifts, tints, whatever, you need to go to someone that knows what the fuck they're doing. Like, that's your eyeballs. You really don't want to be playing games with that. So, like, just read the reviews. You can tell. Go to, like, legit places that are licensed and clean and, like, have an LLC and, like, like, they have their, like, documents in order. That's big to me. I don't like going to places that don't have their documents in order, because if you don't give enough of a fuck to be compliant with the government, and, like, the government can put you in jail, like, why are you going to give enough of a fuck to be, like, right by me? You know what I mean? Unless I already know you. Then that's different. But anyway, love that. My hair salon lady does them, and I love them. Yeah, exactly. So the place that I would go and get mine, one time I went to a specific lash place where they did, like, extensions, tints, all that stuff. And then the other time it was just a general salon. So they did that and waxing and, like, hair and stuff like that. And they were great as well. I'm still here, just currently getting tea in my work group chat about everyone who quit. Bro, everyone's quitting teaching. Also, if someone wants to do me a favor, something that would be so dope of you guys, like so dope, is if someone can send me the link to my Instagram. I don't know what's wrong with me. I click share, like I get the link to it, or I type it in manually and it says, like, this page does not exist, or this link may be broken. And I need to add it to my link tree because someone pointed out that it's been fucking broken, like 5 ever. I don't know if it's because I've changed my username so many times. Like, I don't know what the fucking situation is. But if someone could get me, like, the URL to my Instagram and, like, DM it to me or email it to me or, like, anywhere it to me, that would be dope. Email would be the best. Email would be really perfect. My school year started today. Students come back on Wednesday. Oh my God. It's early, I feel. It just turned August like 12 hours ago. That's a lot. Good vibes. Sending your way. Okay, but let's do the update on the terrible band man. Katie, we're praying for you. She is not here with us tonight, but she is watching the YouTube video. So she did ask me to tell you that so that you would know that she would see this. Well, she didn't ask me to tell you that, but I'm telling you that because I want... Oh, damn it, I've chipped my nail. I want you to know that she's going to see this. So when you say nice things, she will see them. Because she told me she was watching the YouTube. So don't be like, Katie's not here, so I'm going to shut the fuck up. Because you can still participate because she'll see it. But anyway, update on the terrible band man. Okay, here's Carl part 3. I don't know when we started calling him that, but it's fitting, so I'll use that name. Also, going through all these texts and emails has brought up very unpleasant feelings, so I started looking in restraining orders in my state. However, I don't think I'm going to do it since I found out he lives in California now. I'm in Michigan, and the last unsolicited text he sent was a little over a year ago. It just seems like so much work, so I'm just going to hope I'm good. That's probably the decision I would make, but I hate paperwork. We'll ease into it with a good old guilt-tripping text. For context, he taught in Florida for a couple of years. He was laid off. Of course he taught in Florida. He taught in Florida for a couple of years after he was laid off from my district back when I was in elementary school. After that is when he got a job as an engineer before being hired back from my district. What I don't understand and the ultimate reason I cannot accept status quo, even though you did seem to enjoy... Oh, this is the text. What I don't understand and the ultimate reason I cannot accept status quo, even though you did seem to enjoy it, apparently more than a year ago, you unexpectedly decided we did together wasn't good enough for us to be friends. Decided everything we did together wasn't good enough for us to be friends. It wasn't even good enough for you to tell me the truth over the next 11 months. You never told me what was going on. You just wanted to pretend like I never existed. Period, sir. We did want to pretend that you never existed. We suffered a lot from your existence, so that's the plan. It's pretending you don't exist. Hee hee. He taught in Florida tells me everything. To teach in Florida, something has to be wrong with you. Like, if you go to the interview and you're too good, they're like, something's not, you need a little something there. They're like, that's too stable, too clear. It's not giving enough weird. You have to have at least a little something wrong with you to qualify to teach here. I had a lot wrong with me in the interview. That's why they hired me. Experience a trauma and then we'll talk. See, like, you have to have something weird with you. You either have to be in, like, a cult of some kind, you have to have some weird obsession or some really weird political view, or you have to be really creepy, or you have to be really underqualified. So, like, in my case, I was way too young and had no training, so they were like, that seems perfect. Sorry, I thought I heard a door. My bad for interrupting, but I emailed the Instagram link. Fuck yeah, Lemur Banana. That just made my day. I hope this link works too. Okay, I think it does because when I click it, it just opens the Instagram app, which is good. Let me try and put it in a browser. We're about to like really slay and get this done. It says, sorry, this page isn't available in a browser, but when I click open in the app, open the Instagram app. Okay, we're just gonna try it. We're gonna see if it works. Everything's fine. We're trying it. We're seeing if it works and everything's fine. Don't feel bad for interrupting. Give me a second. We're about to get something done. This is y'all seeing how the sausage gets made. Me having a panic attack because I don't understand how links and Linktree works. And why does it keep saying it's broken? Okay. Instagram. I'm just going to put it in the description, too. I'm moving it. If anyone wants, on my way to beat up whoever on Instagram, right? Thinking about every teacher I've ever had wondering what their Florida education quirk is. We all have one. Quarter life crisis, what's yours? If someone wants to go to my Linktree and see if the Instagram link works, that would be dope as well. I love this community that we're having right now because a lot of influencers, their parents pay for them to have assistants, but I don't have that. That's really the case. All these people that are like so perfect about like every single TikTok gets shared as a reel and the caption's all perfect and like everything is perfect. Wait, sorry, what did I miss? I heard my name. I'll book Kris Jenner for you. No, I need a Kris Jenner. Quarter life crisis. I was saying something has to be wrong with you for you to get hired as a teacher in Florida. Chat's broken. It worked? Oh, thank God. So quarter life crisis. Something has to be wrong with you to get hired as a teacher in Florida. So like everyone has like some kind of weird political view or like is in a cult of some kind or like mine. I was super underqualified. Should not have been a teacher. Was way too young. Or like really addicted to gambling or like have a really specific niche interest and it's like decorated in your classroom. Oh, 100% I'm underqualified and was in a cult. Can you stop calling me? I'm so sorry. It works, the Instagram link? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Because I literally, y'all, this was so embarrassing. Like, I'm literally so embarrassed that this just happened to me. I made a video and I was like, follow me on Instagram. And then someone was like, your fucking Instagram link is broken. And then I was trying to fix it and the link wasn't working. Like, I literally tried so many times and the link just wasn't working. Oh, I about had a panic attack. Me at the casino last Friday night with my coworkers. Your coworkers sound fucking fun. That's a vibe. Okay, so back to this terrible man. Former student's name. He was a student at my Florida school that seemingly hated every adult. He attacked several teachers. From what I've told, he threatened to kill me one day in band. After I went to the admin and told them I would quit if they didn't remove him from band, he got a little remorseful. Then I attended one of his soccer games to support him and a couple other students that I had who were rough. Is this literally the plot to that movie with, like, what's that lady's name? Hilary Swank? You know what I'm talking about? Freedom Writer or something like that? Hold on, I lost my place. After that, he came up to me and apologized, which I didn't expect at all, and it was a good surprise. That did not happen. This is made up. That literally didn't happen. Like, do you guys agree with me that literally did not happen? Like, there's no way in fucking hell that happened. Like, that didn't happen. That did not happen. Oh my god. Even he treated me better than what you're doing. Just ignoring me like I don't exist. Oh my god. Oh my fucking Christ. This child treated me better than you. Well, I'm a child. You shouldn't have tried to date me when I was a child. That's what happens when you try and date children, is they act like children. So, oh no, if it isn't the consequences of my actions. Stupid. Okay. It's like I didn't try to make things better and you don't care that I tried. If only you had a similar positive reaction to me attending your games last year that he had when I attended his. He typed this out and hit send. Oh my god. Oh well, I didn't know you had abandoned all interest in being my friend, or I never would have attended those games and wasted my money and time to support you. Oh my god. The number one rule of going to support students is that you don't expect anything in return. And sir, you're expecting a lot in return. And it's very much weird and very much not okay. Whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police. Is this the story of the guy who groomed his band student? Yes, it is. Wasted his money on a $2 ticket? Exactly. Oh. Chills down my spine. Jesus Christ. Okay, now here's the first photo evidence of this submission. He once sent a package to my house with a long letter and some gifts. One of these gifts was 2 wires braided together to spell out my name. I'm studying electrical engineering, so I guess that's why he thought I would like it. Also, don't teachers just get into games for free, or is that just in my area? It varies. When I was in high school, teachers got into games for free, but when I taught, we had to pay because, like, it was a fundraiser, and, like, a lot of times, like, it was a small school, so not a ton of people would be there. So they, like, needed the money, you know? Because, like, even if everybody has one parent and one friend that comes, it's just a smaller school and a small team. So it just, like, doesn't add up. So they charge teachers, too, which sucked ass. Sometimes they would let me in for free, like, a lot of times. Like, if it was at our place, the administrator would just be like, go. But anytime it was somewhere else, which was like 99% of the time, I had to pay money, and it sucked. Sometimes it was like $15, which is like not nothing. But what I did is I went to the athletic director and I was like, hey queen, she was amazing. And I was like, I will take professional photos for free. And she was like, why would you ever do that? And I was like, to be nice. And then I got her to give me a sideline pass. So then I got to be on the sidelines with the kids, which was so much fun. I got to do that my first year teaching for football, and then we went to state, and so I got to be on the sideline at the state game, and it was so much fun. I loved that. And like 10 or 12 of my students were on the football team, so it was like really good for like bonding. It was great. It was a fun year. My first year was really hard, but honestly, like my kids that year were so fun and amazing, and I miss them. Teachers that taught at our school got in for free. I don't know about teachers from other schools. I loved working sideline in school. All of our home games, football games, cost $15 because we used a real stadium instead of like the field at our school. Yeah, it was the same way with us. Miss Redacted making all the smart moves. Well, then I had to edit like hundreds of photos every Saturday, which sucked. I don't know why I edited them. I'm just extra. I didn't like edit them, but I would like just make them a little sparkle. You know what I mean? Our softball games are always free though. Those games are lit. Our admission was $5 off. I think it really depends on the area that you're in and like the cost of land in that area. Because like if you're in like a really urban area, the school probably does not have its own field, so they're probably not setting the prices for most of the shit. Can't decide if I like that or not. Okay, so here's this photo evidence. I should have prepped y'all. I should have put a trigger warning on this. He later sent me pictures of the wires from when he was working on it and sent it with a text along with it. I'm sending these pictures to make sure you know what it's supposed to look like in case it got distorted in the mail. Also to give you a laugh now at how unprepared I was to plan out the path of the wire. The A was the hardest part, and I never expected that, LOL. I got sick looking at these pictures again. Truly a disgusting man. I don't know how I got through this alive. Like, I'm physically unwell. Like, I'm so physically unwell because of this. Katie, you are literally God's strongest soldier. How did you get through this? I'm so scared of where this is going. Nothing insane and scary happens. Don't worry. Katie is safe, and this man is very far away, and nothing... Like, it's more stuff like this, but, like, nothing, like, worse, if that makes sense. I actually felt my stomach flop. No, this is insane. This man. Oh my God. Y'all, I told you. I told you how crazy this was. Look at the wire cutters. The Home Depot dad in me does have to say, I'm jealous of these wire cutters. He's working with some nice equipment. He just needs to be on a no-fly list. He does. I think we can get him on a no-fly list. Someone has to have a connection. I'm going to call my mother. She has a connection to everywhere. The no-fly list. I completely agree. That seems perfect. I really want hot Cheetos right now. They're so freaking bad. You should not be trusted with those wire cutters and ankle monitor. Okay. Me looking at the wire art. Like it's... Oh, wait. This is cut off. Is it? Yeah, it is cut off. Let me fix this. I didn't even realize how cut off this was. Y'all just weren't going to tell me? Wow. You think you know someone. There we go. I fixed it. The wire art is just terrifying. This is literally Katie after living through this. This is Katie after living through this. This is her villain origin story, but somehow she's not a villain because I would be a villain. I literally, I'd end up in prison. I'd fully be in prison. Like, I'd be like, hey, I'm in prison, and y'all would be writing me letters in prison. Oh, the chat is broken. Damn it. A hidden air tag. Like, y'all would have to be writing me letters in prison because I would go to prison because I would do something to this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be in prison, in jail, federally, locally, state prison. Like, I would be in a prison somewhere. Definitely. Another vile text. If I could ask you to do one thing for me, please read this message before I run out of time. What the fuck does that mean? It took a lot to write. Knowing this, you may not see it. I'm sure if you blocked my emails and texts, it's possible Hotmail won't won't like the attachments being 4 MB total. Not Hotmail. We'd be donating to your commissary account. I'd be the baddest bitch. I'll be the baddest bitch in county jail. I'll be the baddest bitch. Before time runs out, is he dying? One can only hope. I'd be the baddest bitch in county jail because y'all would have my commissary looking right. I know y'all would donate to it because I've never put up like a GoFundMe or anything like that. I've never put my Venmo. I've never asked y'all for anything. So I know, well, I've asked you to follow me and like receive all my annoying tactics. But anyway, I know that y'all would ride for me if I was in prison and that my commissary would be stacked. And I would have so many friends because I'd be like, you want hot Cheetos? You want a cigarette? You want to hang out? You want to braid my hair? I don't know how to do it myself. I'll trade you. Commissary is expensive, but I'd do it for you, right? I just drove to McDonald's and I have a bumper sticker that says compost the patriarchy on it. And I think a man on a bike yelled, "You hate men." And I'm thinking, yes, sir, you are the reason, sir. I got catcalled on my way into work. I was literally fucking answering Gmails on my phone, stressed the fuck out. I just know you would have a brow threading hustle. I'm actually so bad at stuff like that. But anyway, I was stressed the fuck out answering Gmails late to the office so that people would think I was on time. And this guy goes, "Those jeans are tight." And I was like, it is 8 a.m. And I literally, like, it didn't register. And it didn't register until I walked inside and got in the elevator. And I was like, what did he say? And then I thought about it and I was like, ugh. Before I run out of time, is he that geriatric? Yes. I would drain my savings account to bail you out if you did something to this man. Keep your horny for the afternoon, sir. Okay, let's read the rest of these. I am hopeful that my efforts to find a new perspective will change what we have been for the past 6 months. It was difficult and time-consuming to be self-reflective with my only perspective as a means to change how I think and act. Yet I owe that to you and to myself. He's just saying words at this point. He's just saying words. Did any of y'all get something from that? Did any of y'all get anything from that? Also saying again how much I love the hat. It's so cute. Thank you. When men catcall women, I legitimately think it's going to end well for them. Yeah, like, did he think I was going to turn around and be like, "Yeah, daddy, let's get in my Honda CRV"? Like, what did you think was going to happen? No, I went into work and worked a full day and forgot about it till right now. I just rolled up my windows and sped up to drive past him. I'm late. What senile ass man wrote this? Was he using predictive text to write that, right? Like, I feel like he Googled, like, words that people say in therapy. Like, he was like, what words do people say in therapy? I fucking love this guy. He Googled, like, literally, what words do people say in therapy? And then he just copy and pasted a bunch of them. That's what happened. Him pulling up thesaurus.com. Okay. First of all, I look at our time together as a gift from God that I didn't deserve. You're right. You don't deserve it. I was supposed to go to Australia for all of that summer, but friend and I had to cancel our trip when he got cancer. I'm sorry. We just dropped that in there. I'm sorry. I just feel like we dropped that in there. We then decided on 10 days in another state because of him getting cancer. What? Twice? I was available last summer. Obviously, you had a role in this gift, so thank you. I never saw it, nor imagined it, nor asked for it, so I am humbled by the entire experience that I never thought possible, nor saw coming. Not to mention that old music teacher had to retire at the perfect time for me to come back to school district at all. And it's crazy to think that superintendent rehired me. Yeah, I do think it's crazy he rehired you. I do think he's playing that friend with cancer card pretty hard. Yeah, he really is. He's literally treating a text like his own personal diary. Damn, Mr. Tumbleweed did not have to bring the friend into it. The friend is like, me having cancer has nothing to do with you grooming this poor girl. Like, the friend is like, do not get me involved with this. Do not get me involved with this because I'm not a part of it. Please, God, give Katie a break. She deserves it. Types into Google how to seem emotionally intelligent. His syntax is so weird. I'm so sorry for saying this. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't mean this as a joke. I mean this in a very serious way. He has Josh Duggar energy. And the energy of a lot of the men on Seeking Sister Wives that gaslight all the sister wives. Them too. Him pulling out his self-wrote book on how to be manipulative. He retired at the perfect time. He death murdered him. Imagine if he did murder this man. Probably not, though, right? Is anyone else on Duggar Snark TikTok? He does have Josh Duggar energy. Like, I really, trigger warning, Josh Duggar mentioned, yeah, sorry about that. I didn't want to be alone in that thought. Like, I thought it, and I just needed someone else to be thinking about it with me, and so unfortunately, you're all thinking about it with me, so I apologize for that, but I just needed to get it out. I'm sorry. It's crazy to think that the superintendent rehired me in 2018 when I spoke at the board meeting in 2012 to contradict his lies he told parents that the music program wasn't changing. I became his enemy. His enemy? Is this Gotham? Sir, you stood up at one school board meeting. His enemy? I need a copy of these school board enemies. I'm about to be this man's enemy. He's not gonna know what hit him. Oh my god. I lost my place. I became his enemy before he caused me to go to Florida and yet somehow rehired me. For this reason, I have no credibility, yeah, you don't, to expect that I deserve more than I already had. I was selfish in being unable to expect what you were telling me in September. The reason I told you I'll never get angry at you, that's unrealistic, is so you can tell me what is on your mind without feeling like you have to hold back or censor yourself. The way I would eat that shit up, I don't even blame you. If a man said that to me, I'll be like, yeah, thank you. Like, that's such a red flag that I would fall for again and again and again. I'll fall for that red flag any day of the week. Happily. Where was I? I honestly have trouble knowing what you're thinking, as our early December phone calls proves. We found out I had many assumptions that were incorrect. I realized that I went 3 months with false assumptions, and I wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. How about you never contact me again? How about that? How about instead of worrying about your assumptions, you just assume I don't want to hear from you, and you never contact me again? The block button works both ways, and I would like you to hit it. I'd like you to hit the block button right now. Also, this light is like a little bit too bright, and it's giving me a little bit of a headache. Also, I have the blue light on. I feel like the blue light's kind of a vibe. You can see as the sun's starting to set, it's getting bluer. I'd start sending him pics of your shit every time. I would make him regret this so fast. Oh my god. Can fucking LinkedIn stop emailing me? You may be frustrated with how many times I've told you that I'm okay with being your friend. I'm also frustrated. I felt like the reason you might still not want to hang out in December was due to still having doubts about this. I was trying to find a way to explain it to you that would make sense and help you realize how much appreciated just your time and who you are and the impact you have on me. I was surprised when you don't want to hang out from September until December. So in my mind, I felt like doubts were most likely the reason you didn't want to hang out as friends, just as we talked about over the summer, because this probably has been one of your greatest frustrations with me. At least he has the self-awareness to know how many parts is this email. You guys, this is so long. We're like halfway through. At least he's like, at least he knows there's more than one thing wrong with him. You know, he's like, I'm really fucked up. He wrote a whole essay on Hotmail. Literally. Do you think he wrote it in the Notes app first? Or like a Word document? Do you think he wrote it all in the email thing? Or was it in a document? You know what I'm saying? I could see it going either way. I could see it either being just like, I'm typing, I'm so upset and I'm typing, and just like it goes and goes and goes. I get that energy. I also get, I've rewritten this 5 times with a thesaurus. Speech to text rant, Word document. You see, like I can really, this is our version of the dress. You remember when people are like white and gold, blue and black? This is ours because I see both. I really see both. He saved this as a Word doc and PDF before pasting it into email. This man is so delusional, absolutely unstable enough to type it all in Gmail. We're getting such mixed. I don't think I've ever seen the chat this divided. I've never seen y'all divided like this. I feel like my children are fighting, like y'all are ripping at each other's throats. I'm in pain. Oh my god, I just remembered I have bread at my boyfriend's house. Oh, I'm gonna eat that tonight. I'm leaning speech to text. I feel like this man was either a low brass or alto sax player, based on these crunchy vibes. It's giving stream of consciousness. I can see him sobbing while typing it because Mr. Tumbleweed has a victim complex. I just joined. Who are we talking about? Oh my god. Who we're talking about is layers deep, but basically, someone give a TLDR in the chat. But basically, this terrible band teacher groomed this poor girl and then basically was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. And she was like, what the fuck? You were my teacher and I just graduated high school. And then he just got way weirder. Like, it just got way weirder from there, is essentially that. I think he rewrote it but didn't have any friend read it over first. Bye, baby angel. That is a good take. He typed it up on an HP. Another good take. I would like to share with you the exact reason why I was devastated on August 27th and why I've probably had so much trouble accepting that you don't want to hang out at all. I'm sorry for this. I probably should have talked to you about this over the phone in December, but honestly, I enjoyed our phone calls and didn't want to risk ruining them in any way with a tough topic. I also felt like this topic might be best talked about in person, so I was being patient, thinking we could talk about it later after the whole school year is over. His friends would have had him committed. Now, imagine if your friend was like, hey, can you read this for me? And it was this. What would you do? This man needs jail. Yeah, he really does. I took the time to use iOS 13's search feature to find 5 conversations that made me excited for the future when we were talking. Not the Apple pitch. Imagine if Apple was doing like the, you know, when they're like, look at these new features. And it's like, this person on the go. Look what they're doing. Imagine if it was this. Imagine if this was one of the things. Imagine if it was like, search for conversations with someone that you really manipulated and took advantage of to find exact moments to bring back and haunt them later. Apple, iOS 13. The sad thing is, band teacher thinks he's being romantic. When we were freshmen in high school, one of my friends dated a senior guy and her parents were okay with it because they were in youth group together, and the guy makes me think of this whole creepy Baptist vibe. Ugh. He's like, these 5 convos will show her. Like, sir, crickets. Crickets. The silence is deafening. Absolutely deafening. Mr. Tumbleweed Def thinks she was the one in the wrong and she broke his heart. Why is it always youth group? Every time is youth group. Every single time. It's always youth group. And when you think it's not going to be youth group, that's when it's the most youth group thing ever. You know what I mean? Even when it's not youth group, it kind of is youth group. Speaking of youth group, I watched this show a while ago, and I want to watch it again, and I don't remember what it's on. I want to say Netflix, but also I'm 100% sure that's wrong. So it was about this guy, and the actor, I think it might have been, what's his name? He's one of the hot brothers. James Franco, I think, might have been one of the main actors, and it was about this guy. I think it was in Texas, but maybe not. And he had like this cult, and then they were like investigating it, and this one guy like thought he was making a lot of progress, and then this other guy was like, no, let's blow that shit up, and like a lot of people died, and it was like a 4-part thing. I think it was about Waco, Texas. Is this ringing a bell? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I had an English teacher in high school. Y'all remember the grapefruit video? He sent grapefruit pics. Ugh. Youth group feels like a cult. It is a cult, I think. Okay, let's get back into this. The Branch Davidians. Yes, them. There's a Netflix show about it. Okay, from this information I can get it. We can move on. At one point you let me know how you were concerned how much I was investing in you. I've thought about this more recently and I can see the conflict. I was trying to make the small piece of your life that you could give to me as rewarding as possible for you so that you would want to spend time together. I can see how my efforts would have been overwhelming and it's 100% my fault. I would say this is one of the motivations sorry. For all the great food we ate, road trips, and physical gifts that I tried to find ones as useful as possible for your life. I really wanted to make sure you felt the time that you spent with me was worth that. Even when you got busier with college, you'd still want to spend some time because of how rewarding our time was. Thank you for tolerating this for so long. So you wanted to bribe me. You wanted to bribe me into spending time with you. Oh my god, people discussing the grapefruit video. Sorry, I've had contacts in all day, which I almost never do. When y'all see me with contacts, I usually put them in right before and they're starting to dry out, and it's just like really fucking with me. So we're gonna try and get through it. He wanted to find something useful, but found a tumbleweed because it was a gift from God. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. During one of our phone calls in December, you said you hadn't really read the emails from early September, but said your email was too harsh. I'm still not sure what you meant by that, even though it did make me feel happier. What? It's almost like in December you became less stressed due to the semester being almost over. The end of the semester is the most stressful time. And you and I were going to be able to interact like we did before the semester started. Now in 2020, I'm not sure what's going on. This is far harsher than those emails ever were. I'm sorry I've put you in a position where you feel like you have to do what you're doing. I truly am sorry. I'm still thinking about it, but when I had friends that drifted apart because I didn't keep in touch with them, I was trying to do everything I could to avoid that with you, and I overdid it. Old friend in particular was my absolute closest friend when I was in elementary school. He moved to Florida when I got into 4th or 5th grade. Oh, shit. When I got into 4th or 5th grade, he and I started talking less and less, then we didn't talk at all. When I moved to Florida also, we got together in 2015-16 and visited FSU's campus where we went to college. It was so awkward because we had such a huge trust for one another, yet we were total strangers. Why are you, like, trauma dumping about your childhood friend moving to Florida? Like, why? I know that nothing bad's ever happened to you if this is the first thing that you thought of. Like, if you were like, what can I use to make her feel bad for me? And your fucking number one is how your friend moved to Florida when you were in 4th grade. That happens to literally everyone. You're supposed to get over it in, like, a month. Not that I have trust issues because my goldfish died when I was 6, sob story. No, literally. Do we think there's any possibility this man was so distraught he went to a therapist and they were like, what the fuck? And committed him to a psych ward? I don't think they can do that, but I don't know. How can I use my childhood to manipulate a former student? That's the $1 million question that I hope no one answers. Where was I? It really impacted me about how life can be like that. I suppose that wound I have, oh my God, has affected me and how I had trouble distancing myself from you. I apologize. I would get it maybe if it was like when I was a child, my sibling left with no explanation and I never got to speak to them again. And my whole life I've just been fighting that abandonment. But like, it was your friend in 4th grade. Like, you're fine. I hate this man so much. And I bet so much money that friend in question doesn't remember him. I bet $1,000 that he messaged the friend on Facebook and was like, what's up, dude? I'm in Tallahassee. Let's hang out. Haven't seen you in forever. And the friend was like, oh, yeah, I haven't seen this dude in forever. We can hang out. That'll be like, whatever. It's fine. If he's already here, we can just go get a drink. We can go somewhere in Tallahassee. And then it was probably just mad awkward. And his friend was like, went back and was like, yeah, dude, we were friends in elementary school. Like, I don't know. He's just really weird and awkward. He's like, it's just mad awkward. And so I'm glad I saw the dude, like, wish him good. But, like, it was just awkward. Why is everyone assuming the friend actually exists? I am pet food. Thank you. It was so hard to reread that. Also, Katie, sorry if we made you, like, relive your trauma. I really hope you know that you didn't have to do this if it made you uncomfortable. Sorry if that you were reliving it. But I'm glad that you wanted to share, and I'm hoping that you shared because it's helping you process. Hope that we didn't get you to relive your trauma. That really wasn't our intention. The theatrics of this man. I know, literally. We love you, Katie. We literally love you. We stand you, and we're here for you. I still don't know how I put up with it for so long. The manipulation was unreal. You said it best. Give him the electric chair. If you remember from my last submission, he sent me a text in which he demanded I pray every day for 3 weeks before he would leave me alone. The very next text he sent me was just this picture, and it's empty invisible tape. Marvel fan 1969, what is up? Hey, hey. Look at this invisible tape. And then the next text message is another guilt-tripping one, literally what it looked like. The tape, have you ever considered that for the exact same reason you delete photos, I cannot stand being at blank now? I don't like being reminded of what happened and that blank does each and every day. I also dislike... Do we think maybe he sent the tape photo as an accident? Like, was he trying to send something else and then he accidentally sent that? Or was he reading old messages and accidentally sent that? Like, either way, he was in there. You know what I mean? Another tumbleweed pic. This sold out tape is a sign of God that nothing can be invisible. This man in his diary. What are we talking about on here? A terrible man who manipulated a very, very nice young woman. We're almost done with this, though. The next text reads, have you ever considered that it's for the exact same reason that you delete photos that I cannot stand being at school district now? I don't like being reminded of what happened and that school district does each and every day. I also dislike being uncomfortable just as much as you dislike it. And at this point, the thought of running into you at school district event just does that. I've never had someone I know ignore me, never had to deal with the stress that comes from this situation, and I don't like it. He's also the type to take pictures of his car like this. Don't work there then. Literally, quit your job. Go get a job at Best Buy. Bye. Have a nice life. OMG, he doesn't like being uncomfortable. This man is still a teacher. Dislike being uncomfortable. He was trying to send another pic of tears on paper towels. I need y'all to address the car pic. Address the car. Please address the car. Also, are you guys living for the blue light? I want to see what it looks like with the ring light off. Wait, that's kind of a vibe. What are our thoughts on this? Is it too dark? Maybe if I put this on like super low. What about that? That's a vibe, potentially. I've never had someone ignore him. That's a lie. Then quit. If you're a teacher, you've had a lot of people ignore you. If you're a teacher, you've had many people ignore you several times. You've been ignored a lot. There we go. Is that too red? There we go. I think this one's. The current lighting is perfect. Imagine putting your whole personality into your car. Is this one too red? Is this one good? Oh my God. Me looking at the douchey car sunset pic. The blue is perf. It's giving professional streamer. Thank you. God. Terrible. Terrible. Men are terrible. This is the last one. He once asked what color Mustang I would want. Jesus Christ. That car is from great Google images. I think he sent it trying to get her attention. Like, look at this lame meme. Oh, lame. I think he was envisioning a future with me and what car he would buy me. So gross. I think he was too. That's nasty. Lastly, I just need to share the final text message he sent before he left me alone for good. You would assume it would be another long text message about another tumbleweed sent by God or why I'm such a cruel person, but no, I'll just share it here. The place that made the Fruity Pebbles donut now makes this concoction for the month of March. Fresh made bubble waffle cones. That is the final send-off. Fresh made bubble waffle cones. I'm sorry, but that's hilarious. A Mustang. Didn't know anything else, but that would tell me exactly the type of man he is. Did he just text her every thought he had? I think he did. I think that is the answer. He did text her every thought he had. Yep, that checks out. There's no way this man has even a single friend. I agree. Me when I opened the fresh made bubble waffle cones. Cause what the fuck? What the fuck? This man has people in his basement, not the Instagram story screenshot. I know, it's embarrassing. Ugh, my eyelash extension is itching me. You know when this happens? I hate that feeling. Some people have no filter and it baffles me. This man needs a filter. He needs a muzzle is what he needs, actually. So, everyone raise a glass to Katie. You're a fighter, a survivor, a legend, an icon, and we're all so proud of you for leaving this man in the dust and moving on with your life and getting rid of him. Strap him down like Hannibal Lecter. Team Katie. Team Katie. Team Katie now, Team Katie forever, Team Katie tomorrow, Team Katie today. Team Katie, you deserve so much better than this. And you have it, from what it sounds like. I think you said you're with someone now, and they treat you very nice. So I'm very happy for you. Katie's got my vote. Team Katie. Team Katie. Katie, if we can do anything for you, you want us to cyberbully him, you want us to sign him up for a bunch of shit, make him, frame him for a crime, whatever you need. You have an Amazon wish list. You want to go on a trip. Let us know and we'll do what we can to make that happen. Because you've been through enough. You really have. You've been through more than enough. Win. Team Katie. I'll give his info to the Church of Scientology. That's a perfect example of things we can do. Send Katie to the Bahamas. That's what she deserves. Okay, so we're going to move on to spilled tea. Someone asked earlier, have I checked my spilled tea Google form? And I did, and there's a couple in here that we're going to go through. Send glitter to his house, slash his tires, anything. Free college tuition for Katie, please. I'll bite his fingers off. Okay, I really don't want to get banned, you guys. Like, if we could keep the violent language to a minimum so I don't get banned, that would be amazing. I would really appreciate that. So, let's move on to spilled tea. Also, I was thinking about this being the class photo. Our thoughts? What are we thinking? How are we living? How are we thinking? Okay, so academia, I'm a lecturer. A full-time faculty member was offered to teach a stack which directly impacted my classes. I was not given a contract that semester due to this arrangement. 2 weeks into the semester, my boss calls me panicked that a teacher can't handle the workload she asked for and needs me to teach the class again. Me, sure, I would love to. They're already 2 weeks in. Do you want me to just continue with the syllabus they have and go from there? Boss, yes, that seems like the best way to go about it. Every semester, the school needs your syllabus on file. About a month later, I'm sent an email by the professor that I'm helping take over for, who has CC'd every higher-up, chair, dean, and president of our university, accusing me of plagiarizing her syllabus. There are many other outrageous stories involving her. This is just one that bugged me the most. She's awful, so much so that thankfully she did not get tenure and will be leaving after this year. Like, that was a wild. This woman really, you bit off more than you can chew. That's fine. We've all done it. We've all bit off more than we can chew. Like, absolutely. But then don't go you plagiarized my syllabus. Bitch, I took over your class. You're welcome. You're welcome that I was able to step in so graciously as to not disrupt these children's education. Ma'am, you are welcome. Schools really should have a protocol for how children should respond to a teacher grooming them. Yeah, there should be like a hotline or something. I feel like I don't get this light quite right. I think that's best. I think that one's the best one. Yeah. What the fuck is this weirdo behavior over a syllabus? Every syllabus I've ever gotten was pretty much the same. Like, I think they're all using the same document, actually. I was gonna clean your teeth, but then I got high. Oh, I meant to sing that in the song where it's like, I was gonna clean my room, but then I got high. Ooh, I love that song. It's a great song. But anyway, I worked in a dental, I'm assuming you mean dentist, for 8 years. At my last job, there was another assistant that had been at this specific location for 20 years and 3 different doctors. So, like, she comes with the building. I get it. I've seen people like that. She was so rude and bossy. I came in one day and she was acting funny and was there before anyone else. The doctor usually got in around 6 a.m., but she took a ferry and a bus, so she'd usually get in around 6:30. She was acting so off that we called an ambulance to come pick her up. I ended up leaving for another job in an entire new field, and not 2 weeks later, I found out she was caught by one of the maintenance attendees at like 10 p.m. sitting in the chair sleeping on nitrous oxide. It then clicked the day we had to call the ambulance for her. I had a patient first thing that required nitrous for her treatment, but we were out and had to reschedule, so this bitch had been doing this for Lord knows how long. Anyway, had to get this out anonymously because it's hilarious and tragic. Imagine having your fucking like root canal rescheduled because the nurse was like her dental assistant or whatever. I don't know the titles of these people. The dental assistant was getting high on nitrous oxide. Clean her teeth. What the fuck is that? I swear dentists have teeth thing, not like the first time I've heard that. Wait, what? I only looked at the due date and calendar at the end of every syllabus. Never needed anything else. OMG, she was there for 20 years. Disturbing. Exactly. She had been getting high for 20 years. Nitrous oxide isn't even fun. Is that laughing gas? Is that when they put the laughing gas on you? Is it that? Oh, yeah. It's not that fun, I don't think. It just makes you sleepy. I got anesthesia one time. Like, I had to go under for my wisdom teeth. That felt good. I see why people get addicted to that. I hate needles, so not for me. But that one, I woke up and I was like, shit. Shit, dog. My parents were so mad because they woke up and my mom was like, how do you feel, sweetie? And I was really nervous to go under. That was the part I was most nervous about. She's like, how do you feel, sweetie? And there's like all the nurses and the doctor and my mom and my dad. And I go, I'm high as fuck. I love it. I chose to be awake for my wisdom teeth, and it was not a sleigh at all. I could hear them cracking the teeth. That is not a sleigh. Nope. Also, do you like my disclaimer? Addiction is not a choice. Prayer to those affected. I don't want to get canceled. I would think this was going to be a long one. Last year, I started working for my district under a position funded by COVID money. My department did social emotional learning, one of us per campus, and whole group lessons, small groups, and check-ins with students who just needed the extra attention. Love this idea, by the way. Not to burst my own bubble, but I think as a whole we did a great job in supporting students, teachers, counselors, and admin. We were an extra set of hands ready to catch whatever needed to be caught. This seems like an extremely helpful position. Great job. Last week, 8 days before we were due to start for the year, we were told there was an urgent HR meeting we needed to attend that week, not just our position, but all positions being covered by the same funding. Immediately, we assume the worst and message principals, AP secretaries, anyone who might have answers, and we all get the same vague, there's an announcement coming type of responses. This would literally be me getting the email. I would be freaking the fuck out. Freaking the fuck out. Exorcism, why'd you say I'm sorry, y'all? I was awake for surgery on my tongue to save money, and it was absolutely not a sleigh. Ugh. Besties, I love the tea. I gotta go, though. See you Wednesday, my birthday. Oh my god, yay! Please choose a good topic. Oh, pressure is on, Lena. Thank you for coming, but pressure is on. Hey, this is me. Oh my god, hi. Pressure's on, but I'll pick a good topic for Wednesday. Okay. At this meeting, we're all told that our district has 160 teacher vacancies, and because of that, they need us in the classroom. Mind you, majority of these positions were filled by former teachers/campus leadership, but some of us in my department were strictly social work only background. Not only are teachers who left the classroom with a purpose being told they were being sent back to the classroom, but so are people who have no teaching certification or experience. The meeting went on for 3 hours with us begging for alternatives. Can we fill until you find other teachers to fill the vacancies? Can it just be for this year and we go back to our jobs next year? Can we at the very least give our preference for grade level, subject, or campus? All met with no, this is what the district needs, and if you're not willing to help with this capacity, we're not for you anymore. This is literally batshit insane that they did this 8 days before school. Oh, you just spilled a milkshake in your car? That fucking sucks. That's a tough spill. We should cover the Titanic. I have a mildly interesting interesting idea. I thought about that and I forgot about it and I want to do it. Maybe we'll do it. I'll think about it. Okay. Further, at some meetings, employees asked if there would be repercussions for leaving, and we were told no, we wouldn't be that type of district. The comment was retracted the following day, and we were told that we would be breaching contract if we decided to quit, and licenses could be held. Did I mention the announcement of this meeting conveniently came just days after our final resignation date per our contract? They did that shit on purpose. They knew what they were doing, and they scheduled that shit and did that shit on purpose. This is your district looking for teachers. Is every district looking for teachers right now? My nose hurts. The district throwing this plan together and giving you all a full teaching schedule with zero input 8 days before school starts. Like, that's just wild. Why would they ever think that that would work? It's a terrible plan. Honorary quotes from the miscellaneous district heads said at the meeting. These positions were only guaranteed for 3 years anyway. What were you going to do then? We will find somebody else, in response to a crying employee stating she's worried about the student she cared for and that her only choice is to quit because she can't go back into the classroom. It doesn't matter what I say. You were going to think it's defensive anyway, in response to someone calling him out for his tone and behavior towards those affected. What else can I tell you? This is how things are. You don't think I have empathy? Okay. Merch idea maybe? If you're going to miss your students, nothing's stopping you from writing a card. We're not just gonna speed past that. Not a card. Oh no. We were told we'd be getting our assignments 7:25:22. All we got was an email saying they weren't ready at 6:30 p.m. People are mad. People have spoken to the news, and it's been a completely unfair situation all around. This is wild. The mismanagement. I would wear that shirt to all district events. I'm going to add that to my list. So far, we have my CIA shirt and the, what was it? Let me write it down. You don't think I have empathy? Okay. Let me add that to the notes app right here. Oh, wait, shit. I went ahead too far. What kind of font should we use? I got assigned to a high school as a reading teacher. I will be stressed the fuck out with no teaching certification or background. And reading is hard as fuck to teach. Kids hate reading because it's boring. At least what we make them read in school is really boring. Okay. Anyway, love is in the air. This is a work spell. This is a hospitality work spell, which we all know are the best. I used to work in a restaurant and a hotel, and we had a few managers get hired and quit / get fired by the property manager because it was a tough restaurant to manage. The food and beverage director, Mike, decided to make Shelly our manager. She was the manager of a small restaurant in the hotel, but an amazing manager. We were all really excited because we were finally getting a competent, nice manager who already knew the basics of the restaurant, how to do orders, payroll, scheduling, etc. Seemed too good to be true. Rick, property manager, top dude, was particularly thrilled. Rick was particularly thrilled Shelly agreed because it was getting to be an issue that our restaurant was in its flop era. About 1 month ago, 1 month goes by and everything is great. One day, Shelly's husband comes to the hotel screaming to the property manager, Rick, because Shelly and Mike are having an affair. Rick fires both of them immediately. I'm assuming both of them is Shelly and Mike, and that Shelly's husband doesn't work there. So we had no manager and no director of F&B. It was wild. I felt like an orphan, stressing over trying to get certified as a teacher while schools are hiring uncertified teachers. Yeah, I can join the military if I want to go back into teaching. It also seemed like he made her the manager of our restaurant because they would spend so much time together at night in the office organizing and cleaning up files from the last month. I knew this because at the end of the night, part of my job was to go through all the voids and filing them with reasoning. I would always see them in the office when I came to drop off the receipts. My district hired 100 uncertified teachers and flew in 60 teachers from the Philippines. Did they human traffic those teachers? Well, how does that work? Is that allowed? That seems off. I don't know. I don't love that. You going into the restaurant when Shelly and Mike are working. I fucking hate when managers be fucking at work. Like, can you stop? I need you to accept this receipt. They're in an official program. Okay, good. Our class's hospitality affairs are always piping good. Fast forward a couple weeks, it comes out that Shelly is pregnant with Mike's baby. So Mike and his wife are getting a divorce. Feel so bad for her because they have 2 kids and now she's a single working mom. And Shelly and her husband are getting a divorce. Feel less bad for Shelly's husband because he moved out of the town, kind of just started a new life. We stand. I'm fuzzy on the timeline here because I went back to school, so heard about the rest through the grapevine, but I found out that after Rick fired Mike, side note, we stand Rick for firing him because it's not chill that he had an affair with someone who reports directly to him. So after Rick fired Mike called his friends at corporate and got transferred to another location, and they promoted him to property manager. And then I'm assuming they moved away from his family as far. I'm assuming Mike and Shelly is who moved. I think the chat's broken. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Why is my nose so itchy today? Is the COVID catching me? Hope not. Hope not. Thank you. Apparently they moved back though, and he works for a different hotel company. Seems like a massive downgrade. He went from luxury hotel to homey inn. Ginny Tonic TV rated me. Thank you for bringing 3 people. Me when men get rewarded for terrible, unethical behavior. Literally just constantly. Men just keep getting rewarded for doing terrible things. Always. It just keeps happening. We love it. Also, I think I fixed the chat. I think. I hope. But yeah, those are all of our teas that got spilled. I need to pick a thumbnail. What should our class photo be? I don't know what to make the class photo. I want to see if that link worked. Oh no, we already did that. We did see if that link worked. Thank you to everyone who helped me with the link. I got so much tea about my school and the people that quit within the last month. You can submit it if you want to. I'm not going to stop you. The chat is still broken. We don't love that for us. We really don't. I love the spill the tea ones. The last meme. I think this is a good one as well. This is a good one. And it looks like the chat is fixed now. Incredible. Tea is always best. Exactly. The wire picture? No, I'm not going to do that. I thought about it, but I feel weird about it. Not the wire picture. This is the other one I thought about. This one. This is the other one. Do we like this one or the last one? Let me know. Let me know. How are we thinking? How are we feeling? Bye, baby angel. I want hot chips or French fries. I want it all. I want everything. Our entire guidance department is gone and our entire tech team is also gone. Who's gonna make the schedules? I think last one, but the Nick meme should be our yearbook cover. The last one. The Nikki meme. Yeah. I think the last one too. Okay. Everyone say something about how men deserve less in the comments because your comments come up on the class photo. So leave me a message about how men deserve less. I'm waiting for you to take the class photo. Smile. Smile. Men should take a pay decrease. We hate men. Okay, thank you. Class photo has been taken. Oh my god, this chat's gonna get us banned. We love men. This account does not wish harm to men. We love them. They are safe. Do not ban me. Perfect. For now. You're 8% of viewers. Safe for now. Men are safe around me, and I am safe around men. That's the motto. Men check. You always got to be doing a men check, you know? Nice save. I realized afterwards, I was like, wait, this was a bad idea. I was like, wait, this action might have consequences. Me being an undercover man. Oh my god. Okay, this was a great stream. Thank you all for coming. Let me decide what we're going to do on Wednesday before we leave. Let's decide. We did that one. We already did that one. We already did that one. How Ronald Reagan fucked up and gave us student debt. I already did a Reagan hate stream, but that is a more specific aspect. I don't remember if I talked about that or not. What else do we want to talk about? Oh, why is my eye so itchy? It's almost like I have plastic eyelashes glued to it. It's almost like that. Almost like that. Love these streams. Y'all have such great vibes. Reagan deserves it. Titanic. Titanic's the #1 contender right now. I will say that. I usually have to like toss around a couple ideas before I can get firm on one, but Titanic is written down as #1 currently. I don't know that much about the Titanic. I'm gonna have to like research. Titanic. Maybe we're doing the Titanic. I'm seeing a lot of people down for Titanic. I think that's a good niche history event. I'd love to talk about the interwar period. How Bill Clinton was super predatory towards Monica Lewinsky. That's another good one, is the Monica Lewinsky Bill Clinton trial, everything. I don't know much about that. That is a good one. Ooh. Kind of feels wrong for saying we're down for Titanic because it sunk. I just saw a Reagan ASMR vid on TikTok and I hated it. Ew. Oh, the chat's broken again. Okay, this was great. Have a great evening, everyone. Love you so much. Peace, kisses, and baby gorgeous. Adios. Oh, wait, hold on. Did you know before the Titanic set sail, they ripped out all the Marlboro flooring to replace it with the newest, latest trend, linoleum? Of course they did, and that's probably why it sank. Okay, bye. Love you. Good night. Sleep tight.